Hi there everyone, this is Tracey from Lavinia Stamps and welcome to another tutorial today. We are carrying on with our winter scenes. I've got a watercolour card tag here that I'm going to decorate. So I'm using a stamp that I've not used for a while, and I'm going to just stamp part of this on our tag. So we're going to be inking up this side. So it's got a lot of detail, so just make sure that you've completely covered the stamp. And then we're going to pop that down. Give that a good press down. Get that detail. And let's see what we've got there. So that's stamped really nicely, got all that lovely detail. And now I'm going to just pop a little bit of colour. And we'll just decide as we go along. We'll go with the Blue Mermaid. Add a little bit of water. It's quite a strong colour this, so I'm adding a lot of water. And then I'm just going to work my way around. It's literally just a hint of colour. I want this to remain quite light. I'm going to bring in more colour depth around the edge. Bring a little bit of colour onto the door as well. I'm leaving the little stepping stones, I'm leaving those white so that they just stand out a little bit. Maybe add a little hint of colour just on the edges to give it more of a three-dimensional look. I might bring in a little bit more depth. So this is dark denim. Let's give a little bit more depth around the door. Just in certain areas. A little bit of depth. So let's just dry that off a minute. And now we're going to add the Distress Glaze. So this will repel any water, keeping this image nice and crisp and sharp. So it's got the texture of like almost like a Vaseline. So all we're going to do is just put a layer over the top, only a very thin layer. And let's just wipe any excess off. Okay, and now I'm going to actually use some of our mica sprays. So I've got a couple of colours here. I've got Blue Moon and Purple Orchid. So let's give that a little bit of a spray now. Dry that off. And you can see that none of that has actually gone over the top of the tree. Just use a little bit of the Distress Glaze where you don't want the ink to go. Okay, so that's that dry. I'm going to bring in a little bit more depth of colour. Okay, so I've just added a little bit more colour, deeper colour, to make this pop out that much more again. So let's grab a little block and then start building up some foliage that I want to hang down from the top there. So I'm just building up. It's a great stamp, this is lovely and delicate. And I'm going to change that now for a different one. And in no time at all you can really start building up this foliage just by using some of these smaller stamps, and already that's starting to look like it's all falling down from the top there. So I'm going to bring in a little bit more depth at the top again. And this is a really good trick to make the top of the tree look more dense. So just add a deeper colour at the top there, where the tree is full and it's falling down. And now we're going to do a little bit of embossing. So I've got another little foliage stamp here which I use quite a lot, and we're going to ink up in the Versa mark. And now the opaque vanilla white, and just pop that over the top. So I'm just brushing any of the excess embossing powders off that I don't want. Sometimes it has a habit of sticking to things we don't want it to. So just using a fine brush. There we go. So let's heat that up now and see where we're at. So I'm going to use a little bit of the blue atoll just to take that harshness down a little. Just at the top there, leaving the edges nice and white. And that just gives it a really nice dimension. We've got our yellow Posca pen. I'm going to pop the lights on. pop a few little orbs about. You can see it's all slowly starting to come together. Let me go back to the yellow. I've just used a gold uniball pen just to follow the roots on the trees. So all this like attention to the detail makes all the difference. I'm going to pop a little Posca over the top. And I think a little flash of glitter as well. So I've got my glue pen. Okay. And we've got the mermaid blue glitter. Let's pop that over the top. Oh, doesn't want to come off. There we go. Okay guys, there's another tag, and I hope that you've enjoyed watching today, and I hope it's inspired you to have a go yourselves. So just by stamping off the edge of that tag, you can still create a really nice scene. Thanks for joining me. You take care, and I'll see you soon. Bye for now.